Well, what's going on? It's your boy YoeyMartin, and today I got the reaction coming from the homie Larry the Saint with his album, The Block Is Hot. Yeah, when you hear that name, automatically when you hear Block Is Hot, you're gonna think of Lil Wayne 1999 album, The Block Is Hot. And when you get into the track listing for this album from Larry the Saint, it's some of the same track listing and names from The Block Is Hot from the Lil Wayne album. So naturally, you're gonna think of that, like I say. And so I was interested to see, what this was gonna be like. Check it out. A lot of albums been coming out the city of New Orleans right now that's really like showing vibes to the old style. You know what I'm saying? A couple artists, like LG, like Iceberg, J. Austin, Pascal, all of them that dropped some albums recently that gives you the vibes of that old New Orleans school vibe. So when I saw this, I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying? We got something cooking in New Orleans, so let's get into it. And so let's get into the first track, Loud Pipes. I got my notes with me, so we're gonna check out each song individually, give you my thoughts on it, and move on to the next, you heard me? So this first song, Loud Pipes.
Okay, gonna be.
So y'all hear that sample? Immediately, as soon as I hear that,
them pussy boys don't really bang. I never switch up in my lane. I got a new bitch, and I beat that pussy out the frame.
All right, so immediately when I hear the sample drop, right, first thing go to my mind, I'm like, this don't sound nothing like the Loud Pipes that I remember on Wayne, right? I'm like, what's going on? And I think to myself, like, man, this sample sounds familiar. What is this sample? So like, it's going through my head, bruh. So I stop the album, and I go searching through my iTunes, rest of my iTunes. I'm like, where did I heard this sample before? And finally I realized, okay, this Bryson Tiller sample. I don't know Bryson Tiller sampled it from, but I remember the song Exchange. So I'm like, okay, bam. So I go back into the track, you know what I'm saying? I'm started over.
Leveled up and then I changed,
never
going back.
So I go back into the track, start vibing with him. I'm like, all right, it ain't Loud Pipes from Wayne, let's go.
Them pussy boys don't really bang. I never switch up in my lane. I got a new bitch, and I beat that pussy out the frame. Leveled up and then I changed, never going back again. You crossing, you lost, you should've chose a better game. I be with them niggas that's rocking, let's get it poppin'. Shoot first, cause losing is not really an option. I want it, nigga, you got it. No, I gotta go cop it.
Alright, so now I'm just vibing with him. I'm like, alright.
Real nigga, gangster, don't get it confused. Check me by a bitch, you bound to make the news. Night quill bullets, so put a nigga on snooze. I'm doubted anyway, what the fuck I gotta lose? My last bitch played me, had me feeling crazy. Eminem stand, shorty slim, plus she shady.
Alright, so I started getting into it, I was vibing with it. And what I took away from that song is I really like I really like the hook, on the part when he's talking about when you crossed me, you lost me. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the hook was a good start to the album. It flowed real nice. And like I still was just in my mind just like, alright, so that song ain't sounding like the Loud Pipes I was thinking. Alright, so we get to the next song, Lights Off. Lights Off was one of my favorite tracks off of that old school Wayne, So we get into that Lights Off. Again, I'm like, alright, that don't remind me of the Wayne.
Blowing up my jet, that's a bet. I'ma hit you back. Blatant disrespect, tryna flex. I don't fuck with that. At a nigga neck, I'm tryna cause I got the I ain't never scared. I ain't scared. I ain't never scared. If my dick fit, ooh yeah. I could never trust a bitch, ooh yeah. I just bust down the wrist, ooh yeah. I be on some other shit, ooh yeah. Blowing up my jet, that's a bet. I'ma hit you back. Blatant disrespect, tryna flex. I don't fuck with that. At a nigga neck, I'm tryna cause I got the I ain't never scared. I ain't scared. I ain't never scared. If my dick fit, ooh yeah.
Alright, so with this track, like I say, I'm thinking when I hear the Lights Off, I'm still thinking, I can't help. I'm thinking of Wayne. I'm thinking lights off, mask on, creep silent, lights off, we done left your block quiet, But when this track dropped and I get into it and I listen to the whole song, what I took away from it was the line when he like, in my dicky fit, oh yeah, yeah. So we're gonna start that again so y'all can hear what I'm saying. when he come in with "In My Dicky Fit." So when y'all hear that Dicky Fit, it got me thinking like, okay, that's some lights off type vibe. You know what I'm saying? Hit a nigga blocking that Dicky Fit.
I'ma hit you back, plain disrespect, tryna flex. I don't fuck with that. And a nigga neck, I'm tryna cause I got the I ain't never scared. I ain't scared. I ain't never scared. In my Dicky Fit. Ooh yeah.
What's up, son?
Never trust a bitch. Ooh yeah. I just bust down the wrist. Ooh yeah.
All right, so when I start vibing in that part, and I'm like, all right, in my Dicky Fit, oh yeah. I'm like, okay, so it still got the NOLA vibes. It's making me feel New Orleans. I'm feeling that. That's a staple in New Orleans. Have on a Dicky Fit. A lot of shooters gonna wear Dicky Fit. I mean, shit, everybody in New Orleans wear Dicky Fit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. But I got that vibe, and I'm like, all right, so that's Lights Off. That's his version of Lights Off. So at this point, after 2 songs in, I'm realizing, I'm like, all right, dude not trying to recreate Lil Wayne album. This is Larry the Saint's version of The Block Is Hot. This is how he feel and how he attacking these titles, not the songs. Cause he not trying to sound nothing like the original song. He just using the title. And that's when I realized, all right, so there's something different. You know what I'm saying? So when I see Drop It Like It's Hot, I really don't know what to expect, but I'm like, I know it ain't gonna sound like Drop It Like It's Hot, drop it like it's hot. So anyway, let's get into that track, Drop It Like It's Hot. Bam, so I hear this beat. I'm like, yo, alright. I hear that, who that?
Say I'm lying. These niggas up here talking, man, you boys need to quit the fools. I can tell a young nigga, boy, I feel like I'm shook. Shorty got a bad attitude, but that pussy good. 30 make him battle for his life, no debatable. Niggas talking, oh yeah, hoes talking, oh yeah, hit him with that, oh yeah, hit him with that, oh yeah, pull up in that, oh yeah, smoking on that, oh yeah, I'm that nigga, oh yeah, I'm that nigga, oh yeah. Your baby mama pull up on me, this a favorite song. Told you I was just a cousin, so she played along. Hit a few days ago, boy, it didn't take me long. Ride around with your kids, pussy, you don't need long.
Alright, so yeah, so I vibed out to this song basically, you know what I'm saying? I'm tell y'all, he sent me this album to review about 2 days ago from when I'm filming now. And so I really wanted to get a good vibe on the album. So yesterday I had it on when I was in traffic making some errands. And this song right here, Drop It Like It's Hot, to me was the best song that knocked in my truck. And I judge a lot of shit off of how it sound in my vehicle, or, you know what I'm saying, while I'm moving, and what it made me feel like while I'm vibing. So actually I was leaving the mall, I was leaving Lakeside Mall in Metairie, and I put this track on. I randomly just went to this track out of all the songs on there, and this shit just knocked hard in my truck, you heard me? I was feeling it. I was feeling the Drop It Like It's Hot track in the truck, so that's A1 to that track. Next track is the name of the album, The Block Is Hot. So I was interested to see what he was gonna do. You know what I'm saying? I got that written in my notes. So bam, let's get into it. The Block Is Hot. Say I'm lying. That part, the more I kept hearing him do that as the ad-lib, that shit got funny to me. It's funny. Say I'm lying. I like how the beat though. I like that.
Lean in my 9, ain't shadow, put him straight to sleep. Even if you playing 101, ain't no checking me. All these fucking strikes, boy, I could've been a referee. Stop calling my phone, leave me alone, boy, let me be. It's a cold world, so I'm riding around with the heater. All we do is sketch bodies, could've been a cheerleader. It's a cold world, so we ride around with the heater. All we do is sketch bodies, could've been a cheerleader. 7 in that pebble walk, round let's say facts. Also spent some time in Maryland, I'm riding with a Mac. Quiet ass niggas, what they knew, not to play with that. Never been prison, play with, I'm keeping it a stack. Rainy days up in the city, leave that boy up in the puddle.
Alright, so rocking with this one, right? He said it's a cold world, you know what I'm saying? Rainy days, leave the boy up in the puddle, all that. You know what I'm saying? So my vibe from it, like at this point in the album, I realized, you know, like I say, that this is his take on The Block Is Hot and how he perceived New Orleans and how he, like, his life, you know what I'm saying, how he rock. So when I hear the cold world part, it made me like, okay, he's talking about, you know, the block is hot. It's hot out here, but it's a cold world. You know what I'm saying? The stuff that you're going through in New Orleans and just the crime and everything, like being on gotta be on your toes, 10 toes, and paying attention, always knowing what's going on around you, knowing your surroundings, all that good shit. You know what I'm saying? He shot that 7 wall, so that's all love right there. You know what I'm saying? So, I was really digging it. I was digging that. Let it run a little longer.
On the fly, we don't even need a huddle. Choke him out, cold casket. He gon' need a couple. Rock him in his car. Had that boy looking like Bernie Rubble. He was tough, then he hit the.
I want y'all to hear that part, 'cause that was the line that stood out to me the most on this track. It had me joked out when he said, rock him in his car. Have him looking like Bernie Rubble. For those who might be a little too young, he talking about the Flintstones. Old cartoon. Me, I grew up on that shit, man. He made me really want to go watch an episode of the Flintstones. I ain't saw that in a minute. Flintstones was the funniest shit. Fred and Bernie, oh man. But yeah. So that was my takeaway from that song. I was digging that song. Next song is Keisha. Now, if you're from New Orleans, we all know Keisha. We all know that was a song where all 4 hot boys hit the same hole in one night, Chad. So I wanted to see what he was gonna be talking about. So let's get into the Keisha.
Say she got a man, but he ain't gotta know that. Sex so good it's gonna be hard to keep this on the low.
All right, so as soon as I hear that first little hook, say she got a man, but he ain't gotta know. Sex so good, can't keep it on the low, or something like that. He said. As soon as I hear that, I said, all right, well, he's staying on the theme of this being a sex song, this song being about the freaks, this being about the thoughts, whatever you want to call it. So I was like, all right, cool. Larry the Saint, I see where he going with that. So we're going to start it over. We're going to start it over and let it run.
Say she got a man, but he ain't gotta know that. Sex so good it's gonna be hard to keep this on the low. Keep it a stack, you want it fast and slow. Pull it on her hair deep inside that pussy. No, I ain't had that pussy in a minute. I'ma come last, but I'm winning. Say I'm lying.
Say I'm lying.
That ain't my business. Keep my eyes on my own work and I finish. Like, ooh, yeah. Say I'm lying. Ooh, yeah.
This got that knock 2 in the truck. This got that knock 2. I told you, it's truck approved.
I'm about to kill it. Say she got a man, but he ain't gotta know. Sex so good it's gonna be hard to keep this on the low. Keep it a stack. You want it fast and slow. Pull it on our hair deep inside that pussy. No, fucking up the sheets, girl, you gon' need a shower. Got out of breath like we fucking up for hours. Then go ghost like that nigga off power. Burn for the friends like she know I got that power. Looking and sucking and eating that, yeah. Shit so good, my sweet that, yeah. That shit for me, girl, I'm keeping that, yeah. On my flow, never weakening that, yeah.
All right, so you know, you get the vibes of the song. You know, like I said, it's a sex song. He getting into it. He talking about the ladies. You know what I'm saying? Special little yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I was rocking with that. Next track, Enemy Turf. You know what I'm saying? Originally, Enemy Turf was Wayne and Juvie. It's Enemy Turf that I'm on. So I'ma play it how it go. You know what I'm saying? That was my jam. And I look and I see Flighters, featuring Flighters. I'm a huge fan of Flighters. Huge fan. I think dude is one of the best out of the city. So I'm excited. I'm like, all right, let's see what the two of them gonna do with the track. So let's get into it.
Say I'm lying. Every time that I spit, look at my bitch and you know she legit. Say I'm the shit like a nigga don't piss. Step on who the boy your bitch. Walk a nigga down, do that while I'm smiling. Can't fuck with that hoe, she got
shit, walk a nigga down like I'm smiling. It's kind of crazy.
I don't really be wildin'. Run up a check and I do it again. Can't get mad, I want you and your friend. You know it's lit every time that we spin. Fuckin' so good, make me do it again. Facing the weed, only time that I bit. You don't love me, you ain't gotta pretend. You ain't gotta pretend. You don't love me, you ain't gotta pretend. You ain't gotta lie to kick it, my nigga. Look at my life, how I'm living, my nigga. 33 hoes, how to clip it, my nigga. I don't really be fucking with niggas.
All right, so you know, get into his verse, and I felt like in his verse, I took away from it like I ain't fucking with niggas. You know what I'm saying? That's the last thing I stopped on. I ain't fucking with niggas. You know, you gotta watch these niggas. You gotta be cautious with these niggas. That's how I felt. And so that to me, that mean enemy turf. You know what I'm saying? Like even though you're in your city or whatever, you know, everybody got their comfort zone. but you gotta just be on guard at all times. So enemy turf, you know what I'm saying? That's how I felt. So then I'm gonna fast forward into when Flight just come on and let y'all catch the vibe.
Play in my area, you know that we zone it. Boy, you know that we zone it. I got the heat in the streets. I got the motherfucking.
So alright, Flight just come on right here. Beat slow down. I'm like, what's happening right now? What's going on?
I've been living in a bad
Then
movie.
this drop
They
in.
had toolies. I'm independent. I'm unruly. I'm uncouth. I'm Sun Tzu. My son grew. I'm dad truly. A sad example of bad schooling.
Sad example of
How
bad
you learn
schooling.
with nobody there? How you earn a massive check, a icy neck? Made them hoes get down on the floor. Beef get ground like I got a patty on the stove. Yup, daddy back home, spending time on the road. Now I'm back in the addy. I'ma dig it down before I go. Rounds with the O's, had the brown on the stove. I'm a clown with a joke. Tell the town that they owe. When I was younger, I wanted Trey Pound in my cold state.
Alright, so you know, my takeaway from this song, when that beat dropped, I didn't know what to expect. You know, it went into an old school type of New Orleans bounce on a slick type beat, but it gave me the vibes of when Kendrick Lamar be hopping on people tracks, and like the vibe of the song change, kind of like what he did on I can't think of that track, but it was like when Kendrick had hopped on that track with Drake back in the day, and it just switched. The whole vibe of the song switched. Can't think of the name of it right now, and it was something like, I forgot the name. But anyway, I gotta say though, to be honest, with this particular song, Flight just stood out. You know what I'm saying? Like he kind of took over that vibe of that song. But I kind of feel like that was intended. I kind of feel like they wanted to have two separate vibes on the song purposely, but Flight just definitely stood out. So anyway, let's get to the next track, High Beaming. So it's the last track on the album. This is a seven song album, 19 minutes. You heard me, I've been reacting now for 17 minutes, so I'm giving y'all quality. I'm talking on each song, let y'all know what to expect, what to feel, what to vibe with, what I thought. Oh yeah, this was one of my favorite hooks I done heard from him, period. I listen to a lot of Larry Saint music. I like this hook a lot. Need to push this song. Need to push this song hard.
No, I ain't never ran from a nigga. I done ran from some things in my life, yeah. I ain't never ran from a nigga.
Yeah, you gotta push this song. Larry, push this song, dog. Get this song all over. Don't worry about New Orleans radio. Get it on radio in Houston, Atlanta, whatever you need to do.
Bitch, leave me alone. Strapped up with that chrome. Tell them boys I'm really bout it. Put them to sleep or even doubt. Yeah, I'm really bout it. I goes and then I come out. You only tough when them guns out. Everybody sell drugs now. All of a sudden it's drug draw. Where the motherfucker use at? Give it to me, they use that.
He said they only tough when the guns out and everybody sell drugs now. Like, come on, he talking to y'all right now.
Like a pussy, yeah, you a pussy boy, you know
Yeah, I'm gonna let this whole song run. It's the end. It's the end of the review. Let the whole thing run. This hook so, man, this hook so
No,
fire.
I ain't never ran from a nigga. I done ran for some things in my life, but I ain't never ran from a nigga. I ain't never ran from a nigga. No, I ain't never ran from a nigga.
Yeah, man, so this was my reaction to the Larry the Saint, The Block is Hot. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I enjoyed the album. I think it's a well-pieced album. I think that it's dope that he decided to take such a well-known name like The Block is Hot, use the same song titles, but make it his own. I definitely respect that he decided to make it his own. So shout out to Larry the Saint. Shout out to everybody that was featured on the album. Shout out to all the production on the album. Shout out to the album cover, the artwork, everything dope about it. I appreciate just New Orleans artists continuing to put out quality music. I did a couple reactions, like I said, on Larry the Saint, so I'm rocking with it. I dig it. Y'all holla at me in them comments. Let me know what y'all think of this album. Go get the album. I will put it in the description. It's your boy Yoey MyhellofalifeTV, and go check out my online magazine, MyhellofalifeTV.com as well. Hit that like or dislike. Let me know how y'all feeling about it. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit that all when you subscribe so you get all of my notifications when I'm dropping something. And I appreciate it, man. As always, they're going to keep making music, and I'm going to keep on reacting. We out.